time, I'd like to welcome the Commander-in-Chief of the North Dakota National Guard, Governor Doug Burgum, to share his remarks.
Good morning. How about from the troops? Good morning. Better? Better. Keep working on that, General. But good morning. It's great to be here with all of you. What an exciting day. What a beautiful day in North Dakota. And so great to be here with all the Guard leadership, all the airmen of the 119th, all the dignitaries that are here. This is an exciting and special day for the Happy Hooligans. It's a great day for our state, and it's a great day for our nation's security. I'd like to begin with gratitude for the men and women of North Dakota who serve in our armed forces. I think, as we all know, and as Senator Hoeven knows during his 10 years as governor, that serving as commander-in-chief is one of the greatest responsibilities and one of the most solemn duties that you have as governor. And the airmen and women of the 119th, the members of the National Guard, including all the leadership that's here, both past and present. It was great to see that we've got Haugen and McDonald and others that are here that are exciting, great for you to be here for an exciting day like this, because we've had great leadership in this organization going back for decades. But Maj Gen Dohrmann, again, thank you for your leadership. Brigadier General Jackie Huber and Brigadier General Darren Anderson and the 119th Wing leadership, including the Wing's Commander Mitch Johnson. We've got fantastic leadership. And that's one of the reasons why we're here today for this dedication, is because leadership matters in America when they're deciding where to place their assets. We're also grateful for all the employer support. It's great to see the chamber members here. Dean Rashani from NDSU, Delton Steele, your great work in supporting all of the folks here in your role. And but our airmen and women that we have, our soldiers, couldn't do it without employer support. And so we're super grateful for all of the work that's done there. But today is a milestone day for the Happy Hooligans. It's a start of another chapter in the storied history of this wing. Having grown up out in Arthur but near Fargo, watching this 119th and the proud history, if you go back to the earliest days of the P-51 Mustang, through all the different aircraft, the F-4s, all the way through the F-16, and now with the MQ-9 Reaper. The National Guard has evolved from a strategic reserve into an operational force that today is operating with 7x24 missions around the world. And under Colonel Johnson and his predecessor, now Brigadier General Darren Anderson, we've seen the development of the ground-based detect and avoid system to operate MQ-9 in national airspace without a chase plane. This beyond visual line of sight capability is a differentiator for our state, and it's crucial to maintaining North Dakota's leadership position as the nation's proving ground for UAS, both for military and for commercial applications. And while I'm here in front of all of you, it's important also, I just want to say thank you on behalf of the North Dakotans, because we know that with the National Guard always ready, always there, in the last year it was the longest domestic deployment response in the history of the North Dakota National Guard has been during the pandemic, and know that the work that was done here by many of you has literally saved lives in the work that you're doing, and your skill and professionalism, including those of the Happy Hooligans, once again showed why your name is synonymous with excellence. I also am honored and grateful to be here today with Senators Hoeven and Cramer, who, along with Kelly Armstrong, our Congressman, they represent, I think, one of the best CODELs in the country, period, but certainly one of the best CODELs in the country in terms of people that are supportive of the military. They're not just strong advocates with their words, they're in powerful positions with their support, covering between their role in appropriations with Senator Hoeven and Armed Services and Veterans Affairs with Senator Cramer. We're really in a strong position as a state, but when you've got the best advocates in Washington that you could ever ask for, it has to be teamed up with what I talked about before, which was excellence and with leadership. Because while the 119th Wing mission has changed over years, their commitment to protecting freedom is not. And we certainly see today that the importance of U.S. military strength and national and global security is important now as it ever was at any time in our history. And that's why we need right here, and what's coming right here in Fargo is the latest state-of-the-art facilities and the latest technology. The current facility that they're operating out of today is one that was a remodeled facility. I've had a chance to obviously tour it, see it in action, and understand the important work that's going on there every day. But this is just one of a handful of military construction projects across the country, one that Congress prioritized because of its importance, and I'm telling you, would not have happened without our congressional delegation. So I want to, again, take a moment for the $17.5 million in federal funding for making this support happen 1 year ahead of schedule. Let's give it up for Senator Hoeven, Senator Cramer, Congressman Armstrong. Great job, team. Construction expected to complete in 2023, allow for continued success and increase and enable the overall readiness of the 119th Operation Group and its 300 airmen and women. In this facility, we're going to be able to provide uninterrupted support for federal and state missions protecting freedoms of both home and abroad. And I would have to say, and I'm sure the senators will comment on this, but in the last couple weeks we've been reminded how important remotely piloted vehicles, RPVs, are, that the support is for maintaining security, and how crucial a role it played in supporting our ground forces that kept Afghanistan out of Taliban rule. The importance of this group's mission has only grown, will continue to grow in the modern age of warfare and peacekeeping. And as you know, the 119th has 3 squadrons: the 119th Operations Squadron, the 119th Aircraft Maintenance Squadron, the 178th Attack Squadron. And this group also leads the U.S. Air Force and Air National Guard's MQ-9 Reaper community with training capabilities that embody a culture of innovation and keep this segment of the military on the cutting edge. And as I've said before, we've got this fantastic CODEL that's out there fighting for dollars and competing with every other state in other missions, and they've delivered with this incredible new facility. But that investment follows important mission, and that investment follows excellence in leadership, and the excellence that we've had in the 119th for decades and decades continues to roll on, and the 119th has got the hardware to show for it. 22 outstanding Air Force unit awards, the Major John J. Pesch Flight Safety Trophy, the William W. Spruance Safety Award, and being awarded next week at the National Guard Association United States Congress, the Distinguished Flying Unit Plaque. So for all of that, let's give it up for the 119th for the incredible excellence that they have. Your professionalism, your commitment to excellence, your service, and your sacrifice all give North Dakotans reasons to be proud, and we certainly are. When the Happy Hooligans deploy, your reputation of excellence precedes you, and we're fortunate to have you building out that reputation even more right here in North Dakota as the state continues to build its leadership as the national leader in commercial and military UAS. So on behalf of the grateful state, we want to say congratulations to all of you. I want to say again congratulations and thank you to our senators and our congressmen for their incredible work, and congratulations to the 119th on the beginning of this construction project. Thank you for your service at this important time in our globe. God bless you, God bless the North Dakota National Guard, and God bless the great state of North Dakota. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Governor Burgum. Our next speaker will be Senator Hoeven.
Thanks, Captain. Great to be here. And 119th, you look awesome as usual. Great to see you. More importantly, though, thanks for all you do and for doing it so well. You were one of the absolute first units in the country to fly the then Predator and now Reaper. And today speaks to the importance of that, because how we work to get this done, authorized and funded, goes to making sure that there's no interruptions in that mission, because of the importance of that mission and the incredibly good job that you do. So, Gov, great to be here with you. Our Commander-in-Chief doing a great job. Senator Cramer is on the Armed Services Committee. That was very important in this process. On the authorizing side, I'm on Defense Appropriation. And of course, that's important because that's how we get the funding for these projects. And as the governor said, we actually bumped it up. We got it a year early, $17.5 million. And we hope to have this finished in 2023, which is also ahead of schedule. And I'll talk a little bit about why that's so important. But first, I got to brag on General Dohrmann, right? We have to brag on General Dohrmann, don't we? What do you think, guys? Yeah. Okay. General, generally a thumbs up back there. Yeah, it was good. How about, yeah, generally, for the general. How about Colonel Johnson? What do you all think of him? Yeah? Yeah. Well, I think they're both fantastic leaders. We need fantastic leaders, and we've got them, and we deeply appreciate them, just like we appreciate all of you and the way you carry out this mission each and every day. And there's some guys that are here that have been leaders their whole life. They're getting just a little bit long in the tooth, but General Haugen and General Alexander, thanks, Mac, to you, and General Haugen, thanks to you for your incredible leadership of the Guard, fantastic adjutant generals, and all the, I mean, that history of performance. I mean, you guys do a heck of a job, but you come from a tradition. You come from a tradition of doing a fantastic job. That's why the North Dakota National Guard, hands down, is the finest Guard in the United States. That's true of our Army Guard and our Air Guard. But it's established over time, fulfilling the mission, everything you do, everything you have done. I can remember winning the William Tell. Our Guard members were out there flying the F-16 against the youngest, hottest bucks in the Air Force, right, generals? And who won? The Happy Hooligans, the 119th. And that says a lot about you and your tradition. And you continue that tradition. And as Governor Burgum said, we see why that's so important today. Why it's so important in Afghanistan and around the world. And I'm very concerned with what's going on in Afghanistan. I've expressed that concern to the administration. We need to get our Americans out safely. We need to get our Afghani allies out safely. We need to tell the Taliban that we're going to do that. We have the finest military in the world, all of you. You're an incredible part of it. I've been to Afghanistan, you've been there. We've been to Iraq, we've been to Kosovo, we've been all over. And you always do the job. You always do an incredible job, and we thank you for that. So, why is this Ops Center so important? Well, I'm not telling you anything you don't know, right? But for the folks that are here from the media, this is really important because out of the Ops Center here at this base, you perform missions worldwide every day. You are in the fight every day. And you have been since we started this mission, this unmanned mission. And our armed services depend on you. Our operators depend on you around the globe. You're their eyes, you're their ears, you're the tip of the spear. And we can't have an interruption in that service. We can't have an interruption. And that's what this is all about. So you're operating out of your existing operations center. But this $17.5 million will build a new operations center, and it will be turnkey. You'll go from operating where you are right into the new center without missing a beat, without stopping the mission, without any mission interruption. Well, when you're in the war every day, just like you are, when you're in the fight against global terror like you are every day, we can't have an interruption in the mission. And that's why this is important. That's what today is all about. So once again, I want to thank you for all you do. I brought a flag. Senator Cramer and myself had this flag flown over the Capitol in honor of the 119th. When this new operations center is completed, we'll look forward to seeing it flying out front. And so now I'd like to ask the Governor and Senator Cramer, along with General Dohrmann and Colonel Johnson, to please come on up. We'll unfurl this flag. Okay, guys. I know you know how to do it right. Don't let it touch the ground.
I'm more worried about making sure the blue's on top.
Yeah.
That's right. It's more tricky. There we go. Huh? Well done.
All right, so, wait, get it right. Yep. That's why we got the General and Colonel Johnson up here, because the other three of us might have screwed it up. This flag will fly out front of the finest unit in in the National Guard of the United States of America. Congratulations, guys. We love you.
Thanks a lot, Chief.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, sneak it up there real quick. Should be good. Will it stay there? Right there? How's that? Okay. All right, thank you, Senator Hoeven. Our next speaker will be Senator Cramer.
Thank you all. The great thing about following the governor and the senior senator is I can just say I agree. But Governor, you made a great point. Leadership really does matter, and with that, thank you for your leadership. When John and I advocate for things in Washington, we don't just go there on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, right? It's nice to be, the Chamber of Commerce when you have assets like this, for sure. But we never have to apologize for advocating for the North Dakota National Guard or anything else in North Dakota because of the critical role you play, not just on behalf of the local economy, but more importantly on behalf of freedom around the world. And Governor, you're exactly right. Great futures are built on great legacies. So to be with General McDonald and Mike, just so great to see you as always. They're part of the legacy. But that legacy gets built on, right? The foundation gets built on. And what I love about the legacy, and there's nothing better than driving in and seeing all those aircraft up on those pedestals. In my office, in my one conference room that's dedicated to North Dakota's military assets, there's a wonderful poster of all of the legacy aircraft that have been flown by the 119th, as well as some pictures of the Blackhawks, which are they back yet, General, by the way? Are they finally back? We got to enjoy watching the North Dakota Guard Blackhawks, Army Guard Blackhawks flying up and down the Potomac for the last several months, knowing that we were safe and secure because North Dakota's and America's best were out there. Now we have a couple hundred other National Guardsmen protecting the capital region as part of Operation Noble Eagle. So we get to see them pretty regularly. All of that, though, to say that while legacy is built on what's been done, you've built the foundation for what's going to be done. The future of warfighting is clearly different. Certainly remotely piloted aircraft are a big part of that. The MQ-9 is a very special part of that. And the systems that you all operate and fly are incredible, and they're only getting better, by the way. But I think it's important, too, sometimes to put it all in the context of even greater legacies. And we could go all the way back to the Revolution. But when you see what's happening in our world today, as Senator Hoeven referred to in Afghanistan, and you see some failures of leadership that are quickly remedied, because why? Because we have the very best on the ground. Regardless of what politicians in Washington may do or not do well or do poorly, you all are what make us all look better than we deserve, quite honestly. And so thank you for that. But I had the great opportunity this weekend on Sunday to be able to go up to Tioga and celebrate the 100th birthday of a North Dakota Army infantryman from World War II who spent 14 months as a prisoner of war in Germany. And you're just another reflection of that. You're all building on that. But the main point is this, is that and this that's getting built and that you've been operating in are all part of the future, the current and the future. And the innovation that comes from operating these machines, from sitting in front of those monitors, from listening to the chatter, to seeing the intelligence while you're surveilling the enemy that you eventually will get after. That's special. You don't get to talk about it with your spouse necessarily. I had one of the more interesting conversations I've ever had in my life in the Oval Office with the president about what the Happy Hooligans are doing. I said, sir, I'm not sure all these other people in here are allowed to hear about it. We should maybe wait. And it's really true. But we want you to know that we know it, we recognize it, and we know that you're adding value to it. And Governor, I think that's one of the great things about our state, right? That these innovators, they didn't just stop being, born. They keep innovating, keep looking at the machines, at the systems, at the logistics, and improving upon it. That's why the Guard was so critical even to the pandemic fight. Thank you for raising that point. I always say you all make us politicians look really, really smart when you're out there correcting all of our mistakes and doing all the right things and bringing that innovation, the innovation to the fight. So thanks for what you do. We're looking forward to the next celebration later today. Congratulations to all of you, Colonel. Great job. General Anderson, the predecessor, great job in innovating and motivating. And of course, General Dohrmann. You're right. We need to brag on General Dohrmann from time to time. And not just because he deserves it, but because so oftentimes, again, you all make everybody look good, but you're the face. You're what people see. You're the members of the community. And by the way, thank you to any employers that are here. Without good family support and employer support, these men and women couldn't do what they do on behalf of our great country. And the Guard and Reserve units play an increasingly important role that isn't always adequately recognized by, at the Pentagon, but you are recognized by the political leadership that's out there advocating for you. So thank you for all you do. Congratulations. Let's turn some dirt.
Thank you, Senator Cramer. I now invite General Dohrmann to share his remarks.
All right. I think you can hear me, right? I'm not used to having it down that low. So there's really nothing left to say. But because of my advanced training as a general officer, I will plow ahead as if I didn't hear the previous speakers. Also, there's been a lot of distractions. So usually it's an Army Black Hawk helicopter that's interrupting the Air Guard ceremonies. Those are always accidents. That's never done on purpose. But we've had a lot of distractions today. We can blame Shawn Dobberstein for that. I don't think it would have been that hard to shut down air traffic for an hour or so at Hector Field, but apparently that would have been too much to ask. Plus, Senator Hoeven and I were distracted by a cricket for a few minutes, so we're just lucky there's no squirrels out here, or we wouldn't be paying attention to anything. But thank you all for being here today. There really isn't much left to say, but I do want to add my gratitude to all that made this day happen. Governor, Commander-in-Chief, unwavering support for the National Guard, really gets the National Guard. I thank you for your support. Our congressional delegation has highlighted, never in my life have they both said something nice about me. So this is a big deal for me. I don't know who clapped in the back, but my exec is back there and I'm sure took names. But senators, just appreciate all your support. And again, a leadership team, and that's really what this is all about, a team to get things like this done. But from the governor to the congressional delegation, when I first got this job, it's about the same time Senator Hoeven was getting on SAC-D, and Senator Cramer, a little bit after that, was on. All right, you can build the airport authority for that, because we're just renting, aren't we? So that's not my fault. So what was I saying? Anybody paying attention? SAC-D in the Senate Armed Services Committee. But when I came in, I told the whole team, hey, it is on us now to be national leaders and also to make sure we do what's right for North Dakota, because we have the right people in the right positions to get things done. So senators, can't thank you enough. I mean, this is a big day. $17.5 million facility going here. Later on, a $29 million facility we're going to dedicate just across Hector Field. So a really big day for North Dakota, but we can't do it without the team, without the governor, without our congressional delegation. It would not happen. And now I need to dote on Shawn Dobberstein and the Airport Authority. I know we have two past chairmen here, But the support we've gotten from our airport authority, I think, is unprecedented in the nation. There have been some challenges with Air National Guard units, Army National Guard units, and airports authorities in the United States. We have received 100% unmitigated support from the airport authority. I'm sure going back well before General McDonald's time. But Shawn and the whole team at the airport, the board, we can't thank you enough. For our community leaders that are here today, Mayor Dardis, great to see you. President Bashani's going to get to a game someday. I don't know when. And I'll find some bison gear. I'm sure the governor will borrow me some. But the community support is so critical, and I know we have representation here from our employers, but as has already been mentioned, we can't do this without the support of our communities. And I again say Fargo, West Fargo, Moorhead is without peer when it comes to supporting its military. So thank you, thank all the employers. I think, but most importantly, the reason this is being built and the folks that deserve the most gratitude are the airmen in the back. This is being built because of what you do each and every day. As the senators and the governor already said, it's easy to advocate for what you guys need because of what you do each and every day. Your professionalism, the way you innovate, and innovation is a big thing at the wing. You all call it the hooligan way. I heard that about 4 or 5 years ago, and you couldn't have a more apt description of the hooligan way. Is just a mindset of innovation, a culture of innovation, and you are second to none when it comes to innovating. Just your operations or your training you've done with the joint teams, what you've accomplished overseas, the relationships you have built. It is not just an Adjutant General doting on his air guard when I say this is the best Reaper unit in the Air Force, period. Active Guard, yes. Go ahead, Mac. Mac led that one. Thanks, Mac. But I checked when the senator said give Dohrmann some love, and you didn't clap on that one. So, but Mac, thanks for being here. Senator, I promoted you. Well, maybe, I don't know. General Hoeven, great to see you. General Hoeven was my mentor, so you can blame him for this performance today. But again, really the best wing in the United States Air Force as far as I'm concerned, and the best Reaper unit out there. Afghanistan was mentioned too, and I just want to bring that up. If anybody needs to process some things because of what's going on in Afghanistan, I just ask wingmen reach out to one another. We all swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution. We follow those lawful orders. We do the best we can, and we do an outstanding job. But sometimes things don't end the way you hope. But again, if anyone needs to talk about that, please reach out to a wingman, a battle buddy, and have those conversations. So I'll stop there. Look forward to 2023 when we dedicate this facility. Thank you for your service. It is an honor serving with you. Thanks.
Thank you, General Dohrmann. Sorry about the microphone. I don't have your height. Next, I invite Ms. Mary Christy to share remarks on behalf of Congressman Armstrong.
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day. A perfect day to be here celebrating a groundbreaking and ribbon cutting for the best base. My name is Mary Christy, and I am Congressman Armstrong's State Director in Fargo, and I have a couple comments on his behalf. Thank you for the invitation to be with you today as you are breaking ground on your Consolidated Operations Center. I regret I'm unable to attend today, but look forward to visiting in the future. And if you know his track record of visiting the base, it snows, and we didn't think we were ready for the white stuff yet, so we will get him here soon. The North Dakota National Guard has become an operational force, with unit training becoming not just important, but vital. This state-of-the-art Consolidation Operations Center will provide opportunities for the 119th Wing and Operations Group to increase and enable overall unit readiness through uninterrupted support for both federal and state missions. Your Readiness Center, we will be cutting the ribbon on later today, showcases what makes you one of the best. Thank you to the North Dakota National Guard for all that you do. Your service and commitment to not just our community, to North Dakota, but to the United States is a testament to all. and I could not be prouder to be a representative. God bless Congressman Kelly Armstrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official party will now step forward and use these amazing golden shovels emblazoned with the Hooligan logo to break ground, formally signifying the start of construction on the wing's new consolidated operations building.
We did this once. Okay, now get your scoop up, and then on 3 we toss. 1, 2, 3. Is that rehearsal?
Is that awesome?
On behalf of all the hooligans, I'd like to express gratitude again to the governor, our senators, Congressman Armstrong, for all their support. This couldn't happen without it. This started out as a good idea, and we're roughly 1 year ahead of schedule. And then we're one of only 4 fiscal year 21 military construction projects in the entire Air National Guard. So it says a lot, and I really appreciate that support. Also, appreciate all the support of the community leaders, from our retirees to local universities to the FM chamber, the airport, all the employers. Just fantastic support in the community, and it's awesome. Third, I'd like to thank all the hooligans. This happens because of what you do. Specifically right now, we've got 120 people deployed overseas and doing great work for the country in multiple locations, some of them probably involved with the Afghan situation, and they're doing great work, and they got great families back here that are supporting them and making that happen, and that's awesome. This building is going to set us up for 20 to 30 years of doing what hooligans do best, leading missions in the Air National Guard and in the entire Air Force. And we're super excited about it. Thank you all again.